Hello once again, everyone. Hi, how are you doing? I sound a little weird because my voice is still messed up from this throat sickness I have, but I want to read things. I want to talk to you guys. I want to do it. I also might be a little drunk. It's the best time to do this kind of shit, right? Anyway, let's read a story. Let's read a story that was posted to my subreddit. This is from Anthracite Eyes. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Let's learn about house centipedes. Let's do that, you and me. So here's a bit of a funny story for you, starring Irish and another unwanted visitor. It probably came out of the warehouse, and it wasn't two-legged. Legged. Whatever. So, bit of science stuff first. A house centipede, Scaturgia colaptrata. I can't fucking say that. They're very, very common here. If you have never seen one, well, Google it. They are insect eaters, basically cannibals. Supposedly harmless to humans. Now Google house centipede eating mouse. As soon as you stop going, ew, we can start this story. First off, I am glad that you posted something like this to my subreddit. And secondly, I am not going to fucking Google that. Because everything I need to know is in that title. Just, no. No. But thank you. But no. But thank you. But no. Irish had settled into a small office rather than a cubicle so she could have one-on-one time with more needy customers. Sometimes that hand-holding I mentioned was, well, it was literal. She has a lovely, calm manner that soothes and settles, as well as a knack for knowing what someone needs to relax, and, it lets us do our job. For one guy, it was to come out to the line on first day production and pack the first box himself. He sent pizzas for us the next day. We will clear a spot for him anytime he wants to come over and feel a part of production again. Well, that's sweet. The empathy that makes her great with customers also spills over to animals. She had a flock of birds within the first week that waited for her on lunch hour. Lucky said anything with less than 6 legs was a subject to being cooed at and adored. At 6 legs, the things started getting creepy. Butterflies, dragonflies, moths, well, they're acceptable. But if a bit crawled or stung, no, not wanted. More than 6 legs? Well, that required a nuclear strike. And we found out why. So back to the house centipede, or HC from now on. HC and his relatives lived in the warehouse, ate any insects they found, and thanks to our former beard, there were plenty to draw in creepy crawlies. So why did HC decide to go on the journey of his lifetime? No one knows. Maybe because he was sleeping on a pallet that was moved into production and was seeking a new home. Maybe he wanted to escape the stench of the beard lair. Maybe because HC was just the chance minion of the Lord of Chaos. Somehow he got into the office section and managed to find the worst possible place to finally decide to rest. Irish's keyboard. It was a normal work day for us. Everyone was moving about, setting up lines, finishing runs, when a screech echoed out of the office. A blur of red headed towards Lucky. Lots of hand gestures, lots of sounds, not many understandable words. Lucky guided her to the lunchroom and mentioned that it was probably a spider, probably just a large one. Football heroes, seeing an opportunity, had rushed into her office to slay the monster. He comes swaggering into the lunchroom just about the time that Irish was calm enough to say, no, not a spider, legs and feelers and squirming. Football hero smiles broadly. Ain't nothing but a little old centipede, and dumps it out onto the table like a caveman presenting a deer carcass to his intended. Only HC was not dead. It flipped over, and like a homing missile from hell, it ran straight towards Irish. We braced for the scream, only to hear the chair falling over and the door slamming. Lucky sighed deeply, got a chocolate bar from the vending machine and a bottle of water and a handful of paper towels, and followed Irish out to the car to calm her down. Football hero looks offended. Come on, he caught it. Wasn't he owed at least a hand job? Ew, a hand job? Really? Instead, he was ordered to get back to work. Manager arranged for Exterminator to come and clear out the office area so that Irish would actually come back into the building, as well as calm down a few of the others after seeing one of these creatures in motion. Now, before you think Irish is just hysterical, I have seen her rescue a garter snake that has fallen into a window well and was stuck. She carried it across the parking lot to release it, praising it as the prettiest wee little wiggle ribbon. Aw, that's cute. Took chocolate, the Exterminator showing her all the things he did to prevent future unwanted visitors, and a new keyboard to get Irish to come back into the office. Oh, and she was scheduled to meet with a customer in the middle of this. After a short explanation and seeing the captive HC, the customer suggested that maybe lunch off-site was in order. Really far off-site. HC was released into the field behind the warehouse. Beard was ordered to clean up his fucking cubicle. And the warehouse got a new extermination contract. Lucky said their apartment got the scrubbing of a fucking lifetime as she made damn sure there was nothing to attract anything with more than 4 legs. Anyone want to get more creeped out? Here's a video of a house centipede so you can see how they move. Also, they're venomous. There's a link. I'm not gonna fucking click on that. I'm not. I'm already drunk, and it's gonna make things worse, and I read your other story, Anthracite Eyes. I really hope I'm saying your name right. But stop with the bugs. Look, Moonhorse lives in the middle of the fucking country. Moonhorse has a very specific group of things that he's very generous when it comes to putting up with. Let me tell you a little story. This is another little story, so I can understand Irish's fear of centipedes. Once while I was hauling limbs, if I wasn't so exhausted I would have freaked out. I saw a wolf spider, but I had been hauling limbs for the better part of an hour. And this little motherfucker dared to get in my way and rear up at me like he was the baddest little shit who ever shit on the motherfucking shit. I stomped his ass into fucking paste. That was when I had to kill this big fucking bush. I put it that way because when you cut that much off of a bush, you didn't trim it. You killed it. You made a fucking point. That bush knows my goddamn name. And it better. And I burned that shit too. It took me 3 hours to haul that shit by hand. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider donating to Patreon. I also sell t-shirts. And if you'd like to send me your own stories, whatever the fuck they may be, please send them to my subreddit, much like Anthracite Eyes here did. It's at r/Moonhorse Stories. And before I go, I'm going to do a thing which may get caught in the recording. I may edit this out, but I don't think I will. I'm going to personally upvote your story. I try to do that after every thing. I know it probably doesn't matter to most people, but I do it anyway. You know, fuck it, right? It's just the nice thing to do. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I love you all. I'm going to get a little more toasted and read some more shit. Because, yeah, fuck it, I earned it. I've been sick for 3 days. I earned this shit. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. And goodbye.